Hello, everyone, and welcome to ZSR Main. Welcome back here. We've got another match of the Z2R Randomizer Standard Tournament 2024 here. Got ourselves another match. We've got Paratroopa versus Valence. I'm Star, and with me for this one's Mariah. How are you doing?
Hello, Star. I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Oh, not too bad here. Looking forward to a good race. Just finished up another one, Alan versus Talon. So we'll see how this one goes.
Indeed. A game two here. Para seeded 18th, I believe, and Valence seeded 15th. Let me check that information though before we confirm that.
That is correct. Just check the challenge.
Okay. Okay, perfect. So yeah, game two here. Should be a good one. Should be a good one. Sorry, I was looking at a few other things here.
We're good. Yep. Game two here. The first game was earlier a couple days ago. It was a hour 5 finish time for Para, who took game one. Pretty jetty seed there. So we'll see if this one's the same or if it takes a bit longer.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a pretty quick seed. This is a lot of variance when it comes to the overworlds and palace layouts at times, so we'll see how these two runners do.
Yep. Yeah. Kind of like Para's file names there.
Just a bunch of A's.
Yep.
All right, the gate has been lifted. We will have our countdown shortly, and then we'll be off.
Yep. We'll see how this goes. See anything you particularly want to see from the seed, right?
I have my generic answer. Let's try to be a little less generic today. Let's say, let's hope for a glove that's not too buried. I want both runners to have the glove. Although this is sounding kind of generic though, because it usually turns into a glove hunt and then it can be a little upsetting. If it's a glove hunt, I hope that they're both hunting for it and they both find it at the end of their route and they both think that they're way far behind and we are in for a great race at the end of it. Let's hope for that.
Absolutely. One thing I do want is a good race. And we are off here. Okay, we're kind of somewhere in the middle of the map. We've got what looks like a mountainous west. Sorry is to the west there. We've got a whole bunch of caves.
Yeah, just some pastors.
You have a trophy cave here in your start.
And they are both like step for step with each other here. Okay.
And vanilla trophy, okay.
Yeah, mountainous west, so little pockets that we're going to have to navigate, little one-tile pathways between said pockets, usually. And then sometimes it opens up a little bit, but not too much. A lot of mountains in a mountainous biome. Who would have thought?
Yes. Mountains and mountainous biomes. Backside of Saria here in your star, we have life there. Unfortunately, no fairy and no clue where Bagu's at right now, so that's later.
Yeah, Medicine Cave at 111. Para takes the death, says no. Valen's also going to try, takes the death. We'll see what he does at this point.
It's right by Star, so it's not too bad to either continue or come back. And Para's gonna go elsewhere. It looks like we had a Pastor Cave going east, we've got Saria going west, we've also got narrow mountain paths going both north and south. So I think our North Palace is just kind of smack dab in the middle of the map.
Yeah, it's possible. Alright, Valen's making it through that first Dyra, gets a second life level there, keeping him alive. No red Dyras to stop us in this first screen of Medicine Cave.
With that said here, Para heading south and west, so we're in what looks to be more the southwest corner. But starting smack dab in the middle of the mountainous biome means we've got some different options for divergence on how we're going to explore the map. P306 here in the southwest. Finding King's Tomb as well. Yeah, there's nothing. And that's it for this corner.
Valen's trying to get through the second screen, but I don't know. You can't take a hit from anything. There it is. We don't even get a glimpse of the item.
Nope, and that's a game over.
Yeah, I like Para's take right now. The low level, low resource medicine cave, unless it is absolutely forced. Usually, best to just get a few levels and then come back. And especially with a 500-point P bag in the drop pool like that.
Absolutely. Jump here in Nito is something. You know, if we not record necessarily, but if we find a medicine somewhere on the way, we might come back to turn it in, and then that could be our jump access. It's upstairs access as well. There is a hammer block cave here north of Star. I don't think. We'll double check here. Okay, that might be a pass-through connecting to the other one right there by Start.
Yeah.
I'd catch what's in Rudo for Para, but we'll just turn the trophy in here.
Yeah, Para doesn't have it marked. I guess we'll find out soon enough, though. Yeah, it looked like the top of jump or the front of jump was that boulder blocked cave because the back of jump was facing north.
Okay, so not gonna worry too much about that hammer block cave. Then that is Thunder in Rudo.
All right, a quick and easy pickup of a required spell.
Valence heading the same way now. At least to find out blue was that?
It was either, I think it was boots.
Might have been. I'm having a hard time reading today.
Yeah, it was super fast, so. Well, Valence, I think, is looking for Bagoo. I don't know if Para found Bagoo.
She did not.
Okay. Yeah, Valence might want that life spell. Oh, okay.
Got a bridge tail here in the southeast corner of Maze Island.
Could be a nice juicy blue Lizalfo right there. Para not gonna go try to kill it though.
Can be a bit of a tricky fight on low levels. This Maze Island layout's kind of annoying for exploration here.
Yeah, I got a hard segment, top half, bottom half looks like. Well, I mean, there's no encounters here on the bottom half to troll us, so you just kind of push through, there's nothing down here, and you walk back to the fork and you go the other way.
Yeah, so I have to say it's kind of funny. There's no encounters of any kind over there, which is funny.
Oh, I see. There's actually three options there at start. Okay. Looks like the middle and the right option kind of loop together, though.
Yeah, and Para decides I think this isn't the worst idea to come back later. Got Stonehenge and another palace over here, but we cannot continue north. It looks like the pass-through cave southeast of Star is our way to kind of the northeast side of the map. Magic Jar's nice, though.
So that was East P-Bag. We just saw the hint on Valence's side, not East Boots or Flute. East P-Bag. We totally both missed it.
Apparently we just can't read as we find GP here for Para.
Yeah, other palace on the top side there across the little mountain range. Not sure if we can get there just yet.
That's gonna be behind the pass-through cave we start, I think. And Raro's our last town. We can just pick up spell immediately.
You're not checking the hint there on the stationary old woman outside. Or the house. I don't know if Valence found Bagoo. He was in the encounters over there, but I don't know if he finally found Bagoo. I don't think he did.
I'm not sure either, because I think it might have gone through Sar if he had. And I also completely missed what spell was in Raro. Whoops.
It is fairy.
Okay, that's a good find.
Yeah, and there you go. Valence seeing the hint there, Horsehead Nays with a cross, where Para did not see that, and so, I don't know. I mean, P-Win's pretty small anyway. You're gonna dig it, probably, and not be too punished for it, so that's fine.
Actually, I think I was wrong about how to get to the palace here. Looks like we do have a way north from here. I missed that this path existed earlier.
Yeah, Key's in the drop pool as well.
That's always nice. Wait, no, okay, this is back to the starting area here for Para. It's gonna go through. Fairy is unfortunately not castable at Magic 2 right now. 5 jars, it costs 89. see on her next menu if fairies any cheaper.
Yeah, Valence on the maze now as well. We'll see if he goes a little bit further in.
Oh, okay, wow. They're very more than halved in price. It's 34 now at Magic 3.
Yeah, you always like to see that.
So we can now cast it twice at on 5 bars, which is nice.
Oh wow, Valence also dipping out of the maze. I mean, I guess there's a little bit more to explore right here before you start digging into the maze, but... It looks like 100, 200, and 500 point P-bags in our drop pools today.
That's pretty nice. Get that there.
Getting trolled by a bouncy cat in the dark.
And that is a raft here on in Magic Container Cave. That might be required. We don't know where the raft tile's at. There's quite a bit of exploration left to do.
Yeah, could still be on the west, could still be on the maze. Could be on neither, yeah. What are we missing? We're missing, Magic Container Cave? Okay.
That's okay. 3, that's a PR case. 3 item caves. I know we saw Trophy Cave, Magic Container Cave, and, PY Cave, no, yeah. Trophy Cave, Magic Container Cave, and Stonehenge, so it's the other thing we don't have.
That was medicine instead of, Magic Container.
Magic Container, medicine, wrong.
Yes, we got Pillar P Bag, we got Heart Container, and we have Magic Container left, okay.
Yep.
200 for the red iron. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say Para's just slightly ahead here.
I would say so as well, just has explored slightly more of the map, basically. And that is life here in Saria, which we did check earlier. Valence up being back to start. Has Magic Queen now, so might as I'm be surprised if he also goes through Saria here.
Yeah, I was thinking Medicine Cave might be on his radar, but he's not going back down there just yet.
Nope.
Oh, downstab, right.
Yep, that makes sense. Here's Pillar P-Bag Cave on the other side of Saria for Para. This is kind of the northwest corner of the map. Oh, Magic Fort here for Para.
See if there's more back on this side of Saria or not.
Not sure either. There's the child, which is nice. There is at least one more cave back here on the other side of Saria. North of here, there's quite a bit of open area actually over here in the northwest corner. So we'll see what else is back here.
Yeah, we at least know our palace isn't going to be up here because it's blocked in the what looks like the northeast corner somewhere.
Northeast, just kind of the middle of the eastern side, I want to say. That might be that's either another item cave or a continental connector cave for Para.
Okay.
And that is a River Canyon DM.
Yeah, our raft could be in there. Our raft tile to the east could be in there. And so far, no boots on the west. I mean, still well, I mean, I guess we've got palaces and item caves to dig, but still no guarantee that the boots are going to be here for that easy Death Mountain navigation, if required.
Yeah. And there's a definite possibility it is, depending on, you know, if whether that means Alan has a way off it or not, because that's not guaranteed.
Yeah, exactly.
Or if Maze Island, just takes us back to DM, which
Right.
might not necessarily be a bad thing,
Oh.
depending on... No, we're just locked out of
Yeah.
DM. Never mind.
Yeah, that's funny.
Okay, yeah, we're just leaving then.
Alright, well, Valence got his wrath there.
Farah's heading into Vito now, gonna pick up her down stab, and I didn't catch if Valence read the medicine hint, so where the medicine is.
Yeah, I didn't check that either.
I think there's this one that I'm not sure. Yeah, Fairy is still 34, but Thunder is now castable at Magic 4 at 61, which isn't bad.
Looks like Medicine West, according to Valence's tracker there. He's got a W on it.
Alright, which means that that's one of our 2 remaining items eliminated. So our options for exploration could be the other item cave left. If we can get there, because I'm not quite sure how we're getting to like the eastern side of the map, not the southeast corner, kind of the northeast side of it, where the last palace is. I'm not entirely sure how we're getting there, but we have that, which is where our last item cave is at, as well as that last palace, and then we have Maze Island to clear right now, I think.
Yeah.
And you can kind of see a swamp there in the northeast corner for a second on Para's side, but we can't actually get there from the other side. Para confirming, yep, that's just a pass-through cave. Don't have to worry about the hammer for that. The east-facing cave just over here is a pass-through, so that might be our way over there. So we're moving on. Valence over here, gonna find Killer P-Bag Cave and that child. Okay, yeah, this one's past there. So we're gonna go over here for Para and see what's on the other side.
Okay, yeah, I was trying to get my bearings there to see what those paths were and where these caves might take us. But yeah, this is probably going to lead to that top half of the eastern column. Okay, I think we're over here.
Looks like it, yep.
Yeah, we have Heart Container Cave here, which is going to share the enemy set with Fairy Cave that we just came through, so this cave's going to be completely empty.
Yep. And Valence finding that hard boots lock DM, and he's out himself. And there's that medicine for Para.
Oh, boulder.
That might... And there's our raft tile. Wow, that's a spot for it.
Oh, how do we get to this last palace? Is it a little east from here? Must be south and then east, or just south. Yeah.
Oh, you didn't need to take the pass-through cave to get over here.
Oh.
Neither of them took. Okay.
No kidding.
But yeah, we do have our last palace here, which is Palace 2. So yeah, P2, P306, and GP on us today.
Yeah, I didn't see how much life was giving us back, but we did do 2 casts of it, I think, on Parasite, so probably not too much.
I'm not sure either. 2 bars at least for Valence, because he had no health. 2 bars and went to 4, so at least 2 bars of health.
Okay.
Back 4 already for Para, which isn't bad. So it's been pretty generous on experience. And I think this is Para just going to go and check out head over and check out this raft tile, which takes us to Oh, that's a funny location for that raft on the east here.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe it is a river canyon. I think it has to be
vanilla-like. I'm not quite sure. Actually, yeah, I think you're right. This is the northern end of a river canyon that's running north to south. It looks like.
Yeah, it's usually only like man, I guess vanilla lakes can sometimes have it, but usually it's canyons and islands that have the potential to put rafts and bridges, not necessarily right at the border. I mean, we'll see it soon enough, so. It's not like, yeah, I mean, we talk about these things a lot, but it's just a game that the comms play. You know, what are we looking at? You know, it's not really that imperative to identify the biome immediately upon landing. We'll eventually get more of it, and we'll eventually be able to see what's happening here.
Yeah, I mean, the raft is pretty close to the coast. It does have technically a straight line to the edge of the map. It's just got a bridge in the way, technically.
Yeah.
Looking. Confirmed river canyon here. There's the other 3 or 6. And a forest tile. Eek.
Well, spell in Vanilla Spell Town. Also, 5 containers. Yeah, 5 containers enough to get into the basement for the 6th one. Okay, I was gonna say, I wonder if we can cast spell, but now we probably can at Magic 4 and 6 containers.
Seems likely, yeah.
And I think fire was shield today.
Okay, thanks for catching it. I didn't catch it myself.
Yeah, I think we saw Para cast it in the basement, and the tunic changed colors, and I don't think Valence has the magic to cast it right now.
I didn't actually read what spell costs, but evidently castable for Para, even if a bit expensive. Leon's doing a bit more level grinding here. And Spell Tower is in any key, that's nice to find.
It's vanilla in New Casino today. It is the spell in vanilla, it's the magic container in the basement, and it is the magic key in the tower. Completely vanilla, yeah. Also a trophy in Trophy Cave earlier, wow. At this point, I'd be a little superstitious and maybe just go into 2 and hope to find the glove.
Para is going to take a look in P3 here, actually. Well, she is here. She's got Fairy. She has an any key. It might be beatable. It's one of the smaller palaces.
Yeah, that magic key is really, really helpful here. Even if we do get 2 easily cast, or even if we're able to easily cast Fairy twice now with all this magic we've got, magic key is just so nice. Valence just, okay, well, we could Fairy through this. It's a Fairy or Glove block.
A Fairy or Glove block from this side,
There are your windows. You're in P6.
P6 here on the east, which means that, P3, sorry, I thought, for some reason I was assuming this was P3 earlier. Whoops, this is, well, we did know that for sure. This is in fact P6. Whoops.
Para taking a left here immediately at the bottom of this elevator, not even going to check right.
Taking a bit of a risk here. We'll see if this pays out for her.
Yeah, sometimes there's more of a willingness to do the quick check to the right and then take the left to make sure that the right is just not your immediately boss. Or item, I guess, in this case.
Yeah, Yeah, we don't know what the item is in 6. It could be a glove here. It's a big thing we want to find. Boots would be nice.
Very true, and I guess Para's an older runner as well, so may still follow the, right to the boss, left to the item type of mantra. So it might just be the left play, just because I want to find the item first, and we're going left because of that, which is not a staple of the randomizer. The palaces aren't built that way anymore, but it is generally just the way that people kind of handle the palace routing.
Valence head-to-head is continuing down the western coast and is going to find our other palace, which is P4.
Okay, yeah, so no palace blocks on the, no hammer, at least hammer not required to get to a palace or flute at all. Still might have a talent underneath that forest tile.
Yeah, it's quite possible since we do have, we are still missing both Naburu and Arunia, and we might, and one of them has reflected.
Wow, just route right to the item room here in 6 for Para.
Oh, just another cave to DM with Target Hater Para, and there's another cave to DM with the spec rocket right next to it. Okay, well.
Yeah, I wonder if Valence is going to look around the hammer cave just a little bit here. I mean, it's a play you can make. If Hammer Cave was easily accessible, I mean, it's probably worth the dig really fast, but if you're going to have to spend 5 minutes or more trying to find Hammer Cave, that's where Death Mountain loses its desirability to dive into just for one item.
It looks like that cave did kind of dump us in approximately the north middle part of DM here.
Yeah.
No immediate Hammer Cave candidates here, it looks like, really.
Yeah, if we had the boots, obviously way easier to dig around than this. But once you start taking caves and crossing the river, it's just like, well, I gotta walk back. If I do find it, I still have to go into the cave, out of the cave, and then make my walk back to the east.
Doesn't really look like there is a way to head. Too many ways to head to the southern shore. Just this one bridge here, it seems. No encounter, which is nice.
No, we are going to look around a little bit. Okay.
This one's not the worst to explore, but it is something of a time sink here for Valence. And yeah, I'm honestly not sure where this Hammer Cave is at.
Yeah, it could be boots locked right there. I don't know. That Hammer Cave not guaranteed to be accessible without the boots as well. So that could just be a thing that's just not available right now.
Yeah, and Valence decides that I think this is probably the right call to just leave Maze Island behind. Not Maze Island, DM behind for now. It's not really worth the extended dig.
Yeah, we'll see if he starts to dig into these palaces over here. Sorry, what do we have? We have GP. Wait, GP's over here in the west, right? Yeah.
GP,
okay.
P2, and P3. P2 and GP are both in the southeast side of the map. P3, I think, is in the southwest corner.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. It's like with GP, sometimes you want to leave that. I mean, it's just. I don't know. We don't ever reflect either, so I guess the east is also not as amazing to pick from for palaces. So it's 2 and 3, and then whatever's on the maze, which I was going to say he's heading back to now.
Maybe 1 or 5, but right now our runners would rather like to get a pair of boots, honestly. 2 canyon biomes, glove, of course. Hammer might be required. We haven't really seen a 3-eyed rock that I've noticed, but that might be somewhere on the eastern side of the east.
Yeah, there's a funny bug with canyons and 3-eyed rocks. They can be hiding in sort of a not fully out of bounds area, but just not where you would expect them to be. And it's technically a bug, but they're still reachable and accessible. So we'll see. If we do have a three-eyed rocket, it doesn't seem like it's visible from the river. It could be hiding inside of like the Death Valley tail in an odd spot.
Yeah.
Not likely, but it's always possible that something is hiding there. Just something that Ellengar needs to look at and make sure that three-eyed rocks don't spawn too far from the middle of what is considered the middle of the biome. So Para's seen this glove block for both sides now. Knowing that it's a loop, that's good information. I think she's just missing one path, and I think it's at the bottom of the first elevator she came from.
Might have been, yeah, I'm not completely sure.
I mean, sixes can be pretty big. She's walking it back now. I don't know if it's just one or two.
By the way, we've got the rare case. Our Maze Island Palace is hard boots lock. I just noticed for Valence.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, you'll see in a minute when he gets out of his encounter, but it's actually hard boots locked, I believe.
Oh, we do have a right here for Para as well, I believe.
Yeah, I think she took the left here originally. That was my care for Valence, and there's Brian. Yeah, you can see there the palace is hard boots locked.
Wow. Those items might be
too
hard to
often
boots
on
lock
these
too.
islands, but yeah, I mean, yeah, there might be an item up there too at this point. We've seen a pretty good amount of the maze, and we haven't seen either item.
Oh, here's okay. I was
As
gonna
I
say, here we go.
that.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's a very conveniently placed pair of boots for Valence.
Yep,
So I guess. Oh, and there's the other item. Okay.
first gem for Para, just short of the 30-minute mark here. Okay. Wow. Maze Island is the place to be. Boots and glove. Valence in a phenomenal spot. Kind of wish you had that, I don't know, 15 minutes ago to just, you know, cruise through that eastern biome and not really have to worry about finding too much stuff. Then again, as we just talked about, you know, Reflect could be hammer or flute blocked. We're not 100% sure yet. We're into this P1 on the maze. This is going to have the cross. We got the hint for that earlier.
Yeah, but it is pretty quick palace to clear, as long as it's not that blackish. Just clean it out here while you're at it for Valence, and then just never come back to the maze.
Yeah, the maze can be a little tough to dig. It's two items. You know, we were just talking about Death Mountain, and it's one item for Hammer Cave if you don't have the hammer or Spec Rock, but it's like two items on the maze, and sometimes it's just a bunch of nothing on the maze. It's just two spots, and it's, I don't know. Today it was huge payout, but I don't know. You know, I don't blame either one of these runners for not digging the maze early, and especially once you saw access to the east.
Yeah, for sure. A little bit rough though for Para, who did take a look in here earlier, but didn't make it all the way quite up to that northeast side of the maze where those boots and everything else were. There's the cross for Valence.
Yeah, the early play there into the maze, neither one of them wanted to go past those two encounters, and so they both backed it out from the maze early on because of that.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it turns out that those boots would have been nice quite a while ago, given how We've got so much water in the sea. There was found Barunia in the southeast part of the map here on the eastern side on the eastern continent. Which does have Reflect here, and she'll get her upstab while she's at it.
Wow, Reflect is ending up in Darunia a lot lately. Another vanilla placement. We did have a glove block there in 1 as well, left of where Valence is. Not sure if it's going to be required to get to the force. Even if it is, he's got the glove. But if Para comes in here early without the glove, could cost him a few minutes. I doubt it, though. Para likes to full clear. Like, probably won't just dive 1 without seeing the second item. Not even required anyways. We see the horse here. So Reflect is a good pickup, but 4 is already on the east, so it's not like you're going to take Reflect from the east and come back to the west. So this is nice to have. It's nice to know that it's available, but it's not going to be too game-changing for Para right now. And Valence, and Valence is just going to be able to walk right to Darunia and then walk right back to 4 with his boots.
I got the desert tile here for Para, which has a flute on it, most likely on the part of this point. I do have our last town down here, which is going to be Shield.
Yeah, I do wonder what Para's going to find in these caves, and we'll see if Valence wants to search these caves as well, because with everything he's got, we know he's going to be able to be in go mode, but he doesn't fully know that just yet. But he's going to be good to go, and so I wonder if he's going to be digging like item caves for anything.
Let's see here, because yeah, well, from his perspective, he could still possibly need a flute or hammer. He doesn't know that we don't have any of either type of overblock for that on the east here.
Right.
He's going to take him to P2 here, which one? He's here, might as well.
Yeah, all this walking Para's having to do right now. Valence is going to be able to avoid all this. Look at this great connection. We can go across the bridge and then across a Wilson encounter and north through a river double that we just got the flute for. I am excited to see Para do this.
Yeah, this is a little bit of a goofy route for sure.
Oh, and it doesn't go anywhere. Wow.
No, and that's an update for Para, which I think makes sense. Let's see where she goes next.
Wow, fast 2. What Valence does after this will kind of show us what his what he thinks about where he's at in the game here. If he's going to come back into 2 and look around for an item, then he thinks he still needs more, wants to be safe, or maybe he's going to try to just push it. Being down a game, you might just push it at this point and see where you can take it. Looks like we're coming back in, though. Or staying in, I should say. Or not, or, okay. We don't have a hint for P2, so this is just a blind dig. Probably a heart at this point, though. There's still a handful of hearts out there. I guess magic containers as well, but more hearts than magic containers.
Yeah, we know we saw 1 heart container in 6, and that's been it. Everything else has just been. I haven't seen the other 3. We're missing, technically we don't have a hammer. We've seen our candle flute cross. We know crosses in one, so yeah, there's not a lot to find here.
Yeah, Para joining Valence in P2 here.
Para has seen Maze Island, yes. The issue is at kind of the northeast corner where both items and the palace are is a little bit of a pain to get to from where you start, and Para was on fairly low levels at the time, so decided she wanted to go elsewhere.
They're in the same room. Para's looking for the boss, but Valence is just looking for an item. Although Para's probably looking for an item as well without that glove. And unfortunately, this just leads to a dead end here. Valence is out. He says, nope, I'm gonna go somewhere else.
I think that's also fair for if he was, I think he was maybe looking for seeing if the item was fairly quick, but if it's not, from his perspective, he probably doesn't need it, and it might not be worth the dig.
Yeah, I have a feeling that Valence probably wants some more safeties. He's, probably not the strongest runner in GP, and if you're botting a bunch of damage in GP, only having full hearts, and he doesn't even know where shield is right now, so it could be completely blocked as far as he knows. But not having shield and maybe not the best life spell, he might be trying to find some safeties, and I don't blame him, but yeah, being down a game, again, kind of makes you play a little different. At least outside of your own comfort zone.
We are into the P3 here for him.
Yeah, he doesn't yet know it. But Para's showing us that 6 was on the east. Well, now he knows.
Pretty quick reboot, okay.
Yeah, I have a... See, I do wonder if we will dig 3 here. Like you said earlier, 3's pretty small, so...
Yeah, 3's pretty small, I just mixed up 3 and 6, so we haven't jumped to conclusions on that. Yeah, we have a pretty quick fight here, 4-5-5. It's gonna be either 5-5-5 or 4-5-6.
Yeah, 1810 is our life 6. He's out?
And it fails, just gonna bail, okay. It's not too far from, it's not too hard to get back to from start. I guess he's just gonna have to go through Palace's mode. Get back to the east, see what he needs. Para continues exploring the Q2.
Yeah, this will be interesting. Valence has what he needs to... Again, what he needs, and he will have access to what he needs to then finally put himself into go mode. But I am interested to see if he gets into GP very early. If it's going to be a tougher GP, I do wonder how that's going to work out here. It's still probably 20 minutes away at this point, though.
Yeah, I've got a ways to go yet. Valence is going to pick up a downstab here, didn't do that earlier. Valence still has, even though it will be quite a bit quicker, Valence does still have to do the exploration of the east. And then clear out the palaces, 4, 5, 6. Do tend to be a little bit longer. I think Para was in 6 for a bit there. But I don't, of course, have no clue what P5 is like.
Yeah, what is that, P5 in Valley of Death then?
It is, yeah.
Okay. Well, we found Helmet Head. We still haven't found the item in here. What if, I guess Para may stick around then. all this extra time digging palaces. The glove and or the boots, neither will be here, and the same in 3. So by the time Para makes it back to the maze, all this extra time will give Valence the opportunity to just widen the gap between them. I think Valence is missing the final cave on the west here, but we do know that it's boulder blocked up here by the raft.
Yeah, which, at this point we know it doesn't really matter. Whatever it is, we don't need it.
Alright, where's Valence headed now? We're going to do the maze before doing P3. This will net her boots and glove.
Next been from Para here. Valence exploring this east now with boots, which will be quite a bit faster. Para's about to find her boots when she gets through this encounter.
Oh, you know, I said we didn't have shield. Duh, fire shield, so forgot about that.
Fire's shield linked to shield in the Brewers in the southeast part of the map. We did see it for Para. Nah, don't really care about it.
Yeah, I just didn't remember after, you know, that's funny. I only saw the confirmation on Para's side, but I'm not even sure if Valence has reconfirmed that fire is something that fire shield. I'm not 100% sure on that.
I'm pretty sure I've seen him cast fire shields.
Okay.
I remember noticing that Oh Hey Mina's hair is pink instead of the purple it usually is for him today.
Yeah, that's right. So boots and glove at 45 minutes here for Para. Probably feeling like could have had this a whole lot sooner.
Yeah, for sure. She was in here a good while ago, and about 30-ish minutes ago, I want to say, and maybe a little later, and is only now getting it. She's not terribly behind necessarily. There's still a fair bit of seed left to go, but Valence is going to get some time over her by being able to do this east with boots.
Yeah. Yeah, and we'll see if a little bit of time saves here and there. If Valence just routes right in 6, I think he just gets to the boss and doesn't have to worry about the item then, although the item was a hard container.
Because Barba was just at the bottom of that first elevator. Para was taking left to perhaps find the item, but if you take the right route, Barba is very quick. Remind me.
Yeah, so Valence is going to dig these caves. This will just be a candle for him. I don't think, again, Para did not get the hint here that this is just a cross in P1. I think Valence saw this room and just opted not to go into it.
Yeah, possibly. I think he saw the room. Yeah, he saw the room, but I don't think he picked up the cross. No, he does have the cross. It looks like according to that last menu, but I might be wrong.
Oh, okay. I was going by his own tracker.
Yeah, no trackers may not necessarily be accurate.
I guess we will get a water tile check here.
Are there invisible modes in GP? No, but Cross might be nice to have at least for the Valley of Death, because there are invisible modes in that, and the Valley of Death looks not to be on the longer side today.
One thing, if GP is on the east, there are invisible modes in it. If it's anywhere else, they'll be visible without the cross.
In this case, GP's on the west. And here's horse head for Para.
I don't know if we went into this cave on Para's side. This is sunken.
I believe we did. I think. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Para found L3 found 3 of the 4 overworld item checks in the east, except for water tile, because obviously she didn't have the boots then. And she got a teabag, a flute, with the candle out of those 3 checks. She's walking it back out of here, but I guess she wants the levels and perhaps heading for P2 over. No, she's done P2.
It's always interesting. This happens to everybody, but Para was busy trying to ferry feet out of Maze Island. Could have taken with the boots. Could have taken the river and just walked around the outside to that bridge there. It's like when some people are, when you look at some of the other runners, wondering how someone finished the seed so quickly versus another person. There are a lot of little time saves like that just kind of pile up over the course of a 60 to 80 minute seed. But, as I said, when a runner picks up something and you really haven't used it yet, you kind of forget you got it. I mean, how many times does someone pick up boots immediately on an islands biome and then forgets to use it for the next 5 to 10 minutes and they're like, I have the boots, what am I doing? How does Para not remember how to get back to Palace 2? Going across Saria now.
She might have forgotten, yeah.
Might be going to DM? Might have not seen the DM cave elsewhere, right?
Yeah, she might not have. I'm not entirely sure.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah,
well.
because I'm not sure. Yeah.
I mean, again, if Para's gonna kind of, I don't think Para's goal is to full clear the overworld, especially now with the boots and glove in her inventory. I just what if it comes down to a GP, Para's going to have more resources than Valence potentially here, so could work out.
We are in P4 here for Valence. And I know it's just a 50-point P-bag. Okay, no, Para's just a little bit disoriented, I think.
Yeah. It was interesting because Para came out of the maze, kind of walked it up by grass tile, and that's GP right there, I believe. And
it is. She did walk in and see, oh yeah, that's GP.
Yeah, and then you can see P2 right north of theirs. Or no, I'm sorry, Para did P2. She's looking for 3. That's where she knows it's a little west of, kind of westish of start somewhere.
It's in the southwest part of the map.
Yeah, my bad.
Going west from here. Here's Karak for Valence.
Yeah, not a bad 4.
No, it doesn't seem too bad. Usually this is one of the more mid-sized palaces.
3 was also pretty fast, so Para should be in and out of here. $23.90 might be Life 7, might be Magic 6 here for Valence. actually think Rebo was right here. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, we're going into P6 for Valence. He has a potential to route this faster than Para did, but it is 6, so you could always just choose a different way. I guess what I mean by that is 6 gives you usually a lot of ways to choose from.
She's got P4 and P5 to clear. And just update back to the west after that and go. Update back to the west and go to GP. I'm gonna walk back to the east here, but that's how mountainous biomes go for you.
Yeah.
P4 is kind of in the middle of the western side of the map, so you should clear that out. I'm not actually 100% sure if you saw the Valley of Death entrance earlier, but it's not too hard to find.
Yeah, I think she saw it right over there by the desert tile. Valence had a small loop. The first, I thought that the first elevator wasn't the answer, and it's this bottom of this one right here. Yeah, he's got to go right down here, but he might go right up, and I don't know where this goes.
I don't remember either, but yeah, it's the right at the bottom of that elevator shaft. There is the correct answer to get to Barba.
I actually think this might dead end. I do remember Para walking it back through this elevator. Through this room from right to left.
Well, not yet, at least.
Yeah, if Para can find, oh, you know what? He's got the glove, and this is going to push him through the loop. This is why Para walked it back from this area, because she didn't have the glove and she couldn't get through here. So now Valence is going to push through here and ultimately see a loop. So yeah, his 6 is not going to be, well, it still might be a little faster than Para's, depending on how fast he gets back to that one junction, but not going to be as fast as it could have been.
Yeah, for sure. Decide to continue into P4 here. Well, you sure she is relative to Karak? She might just left.
Yeah, I thought we saw that room as well. I don't remember. I thought it was like right at the beginning of the palace. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah. It is. That 4-way elevator is right at the beginning of the palace.
Yep, yeah, so she just looped all the way back to start.
Well, here's the item room in 6 for Valence. He's gonna like the heart.
I've been on 4 hearts for almost an hour. Definitely gonna be happy to get the 5th.
True, the only heart we've seen the entire seed.
Yeah. We're missing, let's see, what, water tile, both items in DM, a bunch of palace items for the other hearts.
Yeah, we got a water tile check on Valence's side. I think it was just a pea bag.
Okay, So yeah, then it's gonna be DM and palaces are the other parts in Hammer. Also, some P-bag or something besides that.
Taken the lead here in gems. Although Valence is in the room, he needs to just hold right in. So they're going to be in 5 at the same time.
Or no, I'm just going to head up the elevator, see that's a loop, and go back down the time. Just needs to head east here.
Oh, maybe Para has kind of forgotten where Death Valley is here.
It's not terribly hard to find, at least here. She just...
Oh. Once you do this final check, yeah.
That's fair enough as well. While she's at it. Dragon turns around, yeah, it's not at this point. Oh, that's annoying for Valence. He thinks about it. He's 7 experience short of the level.
Oh, Para finding Sunken is going to dig it as well. It is just a P-bag, yeah. It's not marked off on a tracker.
Well, I thought she'd found this already, but apparently I have a scatterbrain.
Might have been boots blocked.
Might have been. And that is the 5th gem for Valence.
Yeah, Valence might actually be the first in the P5 here. Unless he hasn't seen it.
She's the one who knows for sure where the Valley of Death is. Para is heading east, so that's good. Might have just been a quick check of the last couple things, but she is going the right way now, heading up the eastern coast.
There's a shortcut in this Valley of Death that's kind of cut open partway up there.
That is pretty funny, yeah.
Para's going to go this way and see. If Para continues this way, I think she's going to be forced into at least one encounter. There we go.
I think she realized, oh yeah, there's a shortcut. Yeah, happy 1 hour, everyone. Valence just marginally ahead of Para here, heading through the Valley of Death. Ouch.
And they're both at the same levels as well, so there's not going to be no lopsided Gooma fights here in terms of attack effectiveness and life effectiveness or shields or anything like that. They've all got exactly the same thing as each other. Wow, Para just going to try to push through here. I guess didn't have enough for Fairy.
Fairy is very, very rude. Well, the 34 Fairy has stayed at 34 cost the entire seed ever since Magic 3 or so.
Interesting.
Which was nice early game that it got cheap so quickly, but unfortunately here in the late game, it's still 34, which is 2 points over 2 bars of magic, and they both only have 6. If they see a magic jar here in 5, they'll be picking it up, I think.
Yeah. I was going to say Para also not a fairy feeder, would probably just ferry through the lava encounters as it is.
I did actually try a couple of fairy seeds. Not sure if she got them, but she did try. We're deciding to update here. It's perhaps a different route to Valence here in 5.
It's an immediate dead end to the right. Oh boy.
Oh, okay. Here's Gooma. Never mind. Gooma starting with a little low on health already. Valence?
Okay. Well, Gooma's not hidden. I think if you just go right at the top of this elevator that Para's going up, I think just takes you to Gooma. So, unless you're gambling lefts here, you're gonna just have an easy Gooma find. But no item. No item in 5 to find, so no extra magic. Well, I guess none of this is a pass-through. I think our only left was behind us there.
Yeah, I think this is the path to Gooma though, so Pear will find them in short order, and then it's going to be a race to GB.
Yeah, it's this is very interesting. We run in a close race, and we're getting pretty much side by side, exact same resources, loadout, levels, everything. And Valen's going to be in to GP. I don't know, a minute before Para here. My dashboard, that was 6320 exactly for barrier up on Valence's side.
GP quite peach color today. Got an immediate waffle room.
Also linear so far, so no gambles at start.
Nope, just this immediate left into a waffle, which, as far as enemies go, pretty much in the first waffle, and for the second waffle, blue chicken, but we can get not too bad. And 103.58, so yeah, 40 seconds behind?
Yeah. Valence has jump as well, so it's interesting. Jump in those waffle rooms probably a little faster to get through than cutting through and fighting. Although Para gonna fight through here. Might change up the strat based on the blue bird in the next room, next waffle. I mean. Two lefts to choose from. Valence going up and left. Para taking a lot of damage there. That's unshielded, all of that. Para's shielded. Yeah, when Para's shielded, she's green, so. So Para gonna be a little bit further behind now, having to redo this first room. Valence here. Does he have enough? He doesn't have enough. Oh, he does have enough. Okay. Oh, dead end.
And it's a dead end. Ouch.
Yeah, I was gonna say just up an A. Really not that far in. Same thing here. We'll see if she up and A's. Might just walk it back, but that's a lot of damage, though.
Yeah, those managed to get through without dying, though, and life is actually fairly effective today. I think it's 3 bars.
Okay, that's good to see. And yes, Valence is playing as Midna.
And I couldn't actually tell for a good minute there, but at all. But someone in chat commented, and it made me realize I think we got a Castlevania sprite for Para.
Yeah, that's Simon Belmont.
Okay, yep. I have never played a Castlevania game, so I know a little bit, not much.
Oh, Para taking a death there. He's gonna ferry across here and just see dead end and. Yeah, with the cost of ferry, this might come down to resource management in some areas.
It might, because ferry is only, as annoying as it is, it's only castable twice on 1 life without a magic charm. I was hoping for
Nice fairy there. Oh, take some damage, but then get it back. But now we've got some trolley enemies. But you gotta watch out. As they say, that blue bird's gonna respawn on the right side of Valence there and try to jump over the pit and get him. Well, for the runner, oh boy, oh my god!
Ooh, cutting it very close there.
Wow. Okay, yeah, we should have had Fairy ready there in case of that emergency. He's down to his final life, I think.
Yeah,
Looked
that's
away for a
his
second.
final
Okay. I was gonna say for the runner's sake, I guess it's well, I guess I don't know whose sake it's for. It's a linear GP so far. It's just that one little dead end, and both of them seeing it and then picking this direction here.
Yeah, there really wasn't an option. They've rounded the same so far. Just Para continuing to be just a little bit behind Valence here.
Well, there's our first option.
Being in Para's space here. Yes, Para's over.
Interesting. How do we? Oh man! Oh no!
Ooh, double whammy on both sides. And that is a game over for Valence.
Death by Mew. Not usually the thing that's killing you in GP.
Nope, but did get Valence there.
Wow, the play on Parasite using the Thunder spell to clear the room of all projectiles was in a bad spot there, possibly going to get bopped back into the lava.
But does get through, which very nice. On the right.
They're going to get the refill here, possibly.
Yeah, looks like it. Or tries and gets a chicken knight instead.
The Mew not able to take out Para.
And he's gonna keep going right here. See, Valence also heads right if he decides to try the left of that elevator.
I will say, Valence dodging the Moas like that. The Moas in GP, for whatever reason, do tickle damage, and they're not like other Eastern Moas. Even if you have GP on the East, the mowers in GP are they hit very, very lightly, and so it is interesting to spending a little bit of extra time dodging that damage that probably isn't going to hurt too bad. But I guess if you get hit repeatedly throughout the room, they will just kind of whittle down your health.
Ooh, this blue chicken knight's a bit gross for Para here. Down to her last life.
Yeah, I don't know. Fighting it's a little. I mean, it's an option, but man, this is pretty bold. It might take some damage. It has real high potential to get it on the other side of you and then push you in the corner.
Yeah.
It's tough because you can't jump if you get pushed into that elevator. Oh my God, Valence.
Ooh, yeah, this room is not fun.
I was gonna say about the elevators. If you get pushed into an elevator, you can't do anything but walk out of the elevator. Unfortunately, you can't jump or do anything in an elevator. So you just have to try to get out of that elevator without getting bullied by the blue bird.
And I am not completely certain what Thunder costs, but Para having to cast Light there to get through that room might put her on too low magic to cast Thunder if she finds T-Bird on this game over. Yeah, because she's on her last life here.
I want to say it's 60 something. I want to say it's above 64. For some reason, I'm feeling like a 67.
Actually, I think it's 60. Well, I know it was 61 at one point because I remember commenting
Okay.
on it. I don't know if it's
Well, there you
still
go.
61. But if it is 61, it's not castable. I think she's got about 54 magic or thereabouts right now. Somewhere in the mid 50s.
I feel like Valence is in a different room here.
He's somewhere I don't remember seeing, yeah?
Yeah, he took a different path. I didn't see where he branched off from. Did he take the left? Did he take the left at that first junction?
I am not sure, but ouch, that's a game over.
Yeah, this is interesting. Because Para was on that right path, and I can't recall if there was another junction. We saw that. We saw the dead
Chat
end.
confirms Valence took the left, thank you.
Okay. This is a bad position to be in.
Yeah, with the spicy chicken on top right now.
Yeah, unshielded. This is potentially death. And it's not like he can afford to. Oh, that's it. Bubbles, on the other hand, in GP hit like trucks, unlike their standard palace counterparts who do tickle damage. Well, we'll see Para back in the lead right now. We'll see where Para is taking us.
Yeah, quote-unquote lead as in she heads Para, this is a dead end.
Yeah.
I think she forgot that this is just a straight line to a dead end here in a couple of rooms.
Well, I for one like to see a tougher GP, so I'm glad that we don't have an immediate Thunderbird right off the bat. I'm glad that we have a little bit of a search here, and I'm glad that some of these rooms have some birds in them. Nothing too extremely difficult so far. I think, as I like to say, I like to see the runners get challenged, and so right now we're challenging the runners in terms of their combat and resource management.
More challenging GPs to manage here. Both runners almost certainly wishing they had another magic jar right now.
So Para cast Fairy and did not leave the ground after casting Fairy, and so got sucked into the lava there, wasting a life. Not that it's going to matter too much because we're going to see an up and A here in a second. Yeah. Alright, so Valence back, trying to make his way back to that left and right junction. Another 2 rooms, I think. It's in GPs like this that if you have limited, if you find yourself in a GP with or I mean, I guess anywhere really, but more or less GPs that push resources, it really comes down to like a speedrunner mindset where you're going to have to remember at what point in the palace you're going to need magic to cast, where you can afford to cast magic beforehand, so that you're not too low before that point. You know, needing Thunder to be able to beat Thunderbird. Oh, okay. And not unfortunately taking, not taking unfortunate deaths like that waste ultimately all of your resources at that time. Those they tend to be very punishing.
Yeah, I did confirm there from the menu for Valence that Thunder is still 61 and Magic 6. I think that went down at like Magic 4 and has stayed that way since.
Alright, well, Valence, forget where he game over the first. Oh, that was on the Mew the first time, and then he took the left. So this is all new to him. We did see Para push a few rooms in here.
Yeah. much.
Yeah, I think this was the waffle room with the bluebird on the right.
Yeah, I believe so. Ouch from Para. Yep, that's the bluebird.
Yeah, this room with the vertical dots, there's just a lot of patience that's involved here. You see us kind of just jumping. It was kind of a stuntman move that Paris was stuck. Oh my god. You're killing me. This is, man. Well, she makes it. But a little bit more patience goes a long way in that particular room if you got bad vertical, I just call them vertical dots, but they're like fireballs. Oh, Paragon left now. Well, Valence did make it through that room. I don't know how much further Para made it here. Oh no, we did see this room on Para's side.
Yeah, Para did get a little further than this.
The other thing about GPs like this is that if you've got something in the drop pool, like a jar or one-ups and, you know, small enemy drop pool, you should be killing all the small enemies you can in a great palace like this. So I'm not sure we have any of that though. We've got keys and keys and P bags guaranteed, but neither of those are going to help us here.
No, not really.
Okay, so Para died downstairs from there, did not go left. Valen's going to go left in this particular elevator room and show us what's over here. Oh boy.
Para down to her last life. The spicy chicken is not fun to deal with.
Wow, is this... Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is a loop. We're not gonna know.
Possibly. Ouch.
Yeah, I think Para is further than Valence here through the key door room. Okay.
And there is T-Bird. Para is down to her last life. She does have enough magic for Fairy, but I don't think she has enough for any safeties. Not Fairy. She has enough for Thunder, but that's about it.
Okay, so there was another junction to pick from them. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a right.
Not completely sure how Para got here.
Yeah, it's a right at the first junction, and possibly sounds like a left at the next.
And that is a game over for Para, but she does know the way to T-Bird now, so she just needs to walk it all the way back.
Speaking of walking it, but I was going to say walking it back, Valence is walking it back as well. I think he's on his last life, though, so I don't know how far he's going to get.
I'm not sure either. I mean, this entire GP's been pretty ugly roast beef sandwich. Doesn't help that this first room has this blue chicken knight in it. That's really easy to take damage from. Para already down 2 bars of health from it.
Again, I did say this earlier that the jump spell in that first room would probably save a ton of life, and so we're a little reluctant to cast any magic in that first room, but I don't know.
Because the issue too is that just magic management is an issue with this seed, given that they only have 6 bars, and Fairy is just not castable very much. And Thunder is just short of 4 bars, so 61 and 34 is... Yeah, it is possible to cast Thunder and Fairy on the same life, but only just barely, and you can't cast anything else if you want to do that.
I guess Valence can get a refill here. Okay, I do think it is a 2 life bar refill. 2 bar life refill, because I just saw Valence cast it.
I thought it those three, but might be wrong, yeah.
Okay, J-Lo's saying 3.
That's what I thought.
That is a game over for Valence.
Yep, and a nice save for Para. Does manage to get the fairy off before falling in the lava. Now she gets to deal with this fantastically fun room again. And yes, Alex, this is definitely a chicken-heavy GP. I've seen quite a few of them in here, and they've definitely been giving our runners a hard time.
I will say the Valence does have this first room down pretty good, though, without the jump spell now.
Yeah, they have had quite a bit of practice, and he does get through that fairly cleanly. They're getting stuck in a chicken night sandwich. Yeah, I just bury through that.
Wow. The
I
escape.
don't think she was getting through that one, but she did. She might end up dying in this room here, but we'll see. This is an easier version of a curtain room. Some shield in this room. Fire shield.
Oh, man.
No damage, but the bubble does hurt.
Man, if Para can make it to the Thunderbird, the next room or the room after that, has enough to
I'm not
cast.
sure, but she's out of magic for Thunder.
Oh, with that shield cast there, yeah. Yeah,
It costs just short of 4 bars, and she's down to 3 and 2/3 thereabouts.
Yeah, I started talking as we came down the elevator, unshielded. Oh my God, Valence! Right on the edge again.
Yeah, so Para is down to her last life here on T-Bird. Casting Fire Shield and Thunder here is going to take out basically most of her magic bar. She is going to be able to use Jump or Fire Fire Shield, I think, still, but she is out of Fairy casts here. If she gets through this T-Bird fight in first try. Second try, I guess, technically.
Uh-oh. You take a hit. You take a hit and it all goes down south!
Yep, and that is a game over again for her.
It'll be interesting to see if Valence can knock this out. He's still got another few rooms to go here. He's still got this terrible upstab block room with a Firebird at the top of it.
He's also basically out of magic on his side.
Yeah.
He might have enough for Fire Shield, but yeah. I'm not sure how many lives he has left.
So as long as I can just make it out of this room, you gotta move quickly because this bubble is gonna be in the elevator with you.
Valence does make it through 2 T-Bird here.
To come back to what's being said in chat here, to be fair, the runners can go find the other missing hearts and containers they have. You know, they're not forced into these fights at these levels, so you know, there is more experience to get out there. There are more containers to get out there. We've seen plenty of races where runners have been unable to do a GP based on their resources, only to then be forced to step out and do some grinding or do some more searching for the remaining containers in the seed, which would obviously help, you know, immensely if they had 3 more hearts and 2 more magic containers.
But the issue is, of course, that it takes time to go find those things.
Right, yeah.
Especially because both runners have seen their overworld items, so at this point they know that it's gonna be palace digs for those things, and it's quite a time sink. This Spicy Chicken is not playing nice for Para, as Valence does take T-Bird down on his side.
Yeah.
Not an immediate Dark Link, although I'm not sure there's a lot of rooms left in this GP. We've seen quite a bit.
Okay. Valence slated to take this one, gonna force a game 3 if he does. He is down 1 game. It'll go 1-1 in this best of 3. He's got a lot of resources left and enough to shield, I believe, even though he's got at least 4 hits before it's a game over.
Yeah, he's got enough for shield. He has shield cast, actually.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Oh boy. All right, a GG to Valence here today. Very fun GP, I will say. An official race time, GG race room time of 1 hour, 30 minutes, and 2 seconds, as the bot has spit out there, and as you see on your screen.
GG.
Valence in the waiting room, ready to talk about this one.
Gonna tow him in here. GG, Valence.
Thank you. Good games.
Indeed, it was a good game. You played that GP well. I mean.
Well, are you sure?
I mean, better than Para. Okay? So here's the thing: you both came in the GP with exactly the same resources, exactly the same levels, and loadout and everything. So overall, you played it better. Para did make it to Thunderbird twice now at this point, but has been unable to seal the deal, taking a death and then, you know, only 1 life left on Thunderbird, taking the game over as a result, and then is a room away at this point once again. But yeah, you got there on your first. Well, when you finally got there, that was your first time there.
When I finally found T-Bird, yeah.
But yeah, that was. I'm sure it was nerve-wracking to play, but it was great to watch for sure.
Yeah.
Who got into GP first?
You by about 40 seconds.
Okay, so all right, because I thought I was behind the whole way through. I accidentally played the seed well, but I thought I was missing. I thought hammer was something. I don't know why. But
there was a hammer block cave on the west, but you didn't need it.
Oh yeah, there were 2, and then I saw the forest tile on the east, and I thought, oh, that might be a town or a palace. I better keep an eye out for the hammer. And then I marked everything, and I ignored my own markings. I'm like, wait a minute. You haven't found Death Valley. You don't need the hammer at all. You fool. So going into GP, I was like, okay, at least it's a little over an hour or whatever. So it's like, it's not the worst. It could have been worse. And then GP just felt just terrible. So I don't know.
I will say that in the beginning you were probably a little behind Para, but you dug the maze first, and so you had the leather set, you had the boots and the glove. Para dug all of the east without the boots, and so she did it a lot slower. When you finally, I mean, you both saw the east at about the same time the first time, but you dipped out of the east earlier to come back to the west, and Para stayed on the east and full cleared it as far as she could without the boots. Other than, well, I guess Para did dive 6 and did do 6, but you had the boots upon your return, and so you were able to just clear out the east quicker at that point. You did have to not really worry about digging palaces to find the boots or the glove at that point, so you were saving a little bit of time over what Para was doing, but Para, I don't know, was able to just close the gap. Your 6 was not so good, and Para's was a little bit better at the end of the day, and so you lost a lot of time back in 6, and then 4 was pretty straightforward. You both did the same thing in 4, and then 5 was free, and so then at that point, again, as Star said, 40 seconds separated you two going into GP, and the rest is history here as Para is on Dark Simon Belmont.
Dang.
It was a great watch. It was a great race.
Yeah.
Pushing a game 3.
Yeah, rubber match. Here we go.
Just wait for Para to finish here. One more hit.
Here we go. And that's going to be GG's to Para, 134.05.
Yeah, Para is in the waiting room. We can talk to her about this.
Hey, Para, GG.
Oh, GG.
GG's.
An exciting race in GP from our perspective here.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. Para knows what's happened here. Para, you made it to Thunderbird twice, last life, and unfortunately, the fire catching you each time, kind of knocking you off balance, and then ending your attempt and having to start back over again. And
Second time wasn't my last life.
oh, it wasn't. Okay.
No, that's the real choke job here. Like the first time I got there, I only had 2 hits, and like, I mean, I should still be able to pull it off, but it happens. The second time was brutal. I had 5 hits on Thunderbird. Like you can take 5 fireballs, and I just like I don't know what happened once you got to the second phase. I just got like I don't know. I just got juggled between his fireballs, and I just couldn't get out of it. And I took a bunch of hits, and I died. And that was just the worst Thunderbird I've ever played. And obviously, if I get it, I win there because I was, that was several minutes ago.
Yeah, it was a bit of a walk back through that GP because this
Yeah.
GP was rough as rooms went.
I had
Lots of chickens.
I had a pretty clean run on the second and third goes. Especially the third one was really clean.
Yeah, the third one was pretty good, but yeah, you guys had a little bit of a rough time trying to clear the GP. Just overall, there were some rough rooms in there.
Yeah, the first go was not very good because unfortunately I had to blow a thunder to not die in the room with the rising fireballs. Yeah, it was a good thing I did because I think I'm pretty sure I would have dumped. I would have gotten dumped
Thunder
in the
clears
lava.
those. Oh.
Yeah, it does. But unfortunately, it's costly, and I don't have a lot of match containers. I don't know about you. I only had 6.
No,
You
I
both
think I only had
6.
Yeah,
6, I think.
this is tough because 5 heart containers too made it so that resources were very important in this one.
It's rough.
Resources were super key, especially Fairy was 34, which meant you
Yeah,
only
it
had
wasn't.
2 casts per life, and
Yeah,
Thunder 61 didn't help either.
I mean, Thunder wasn't too expensive, but it wasn't Fire Thunder or anything. So using it there
But
to
it was
clear the fireballs, I didn't have to do it the second time or the third time through, but the first time I needed to, and that's bad because obviously the next room kind of kills you anyway if you don't have Fairy. Like, so it's kind of I don't know. It was rough. So the first time, yeah, I was like, okay, the first time I'm okay. Like I still think I have another opportunity to go through this. I don't think Valence will like get through this on one go either. But the second go, I was like, oh, this is bad. I think I'm gonna lose now. That second time, I should have had it. I got there with 2 lies. I had a clean attempt at Thunderbird, and I just whiffed it. Ah, it's so brutal.
Yeah.
Yep, you play enough tournament races, it's it happens. It happens.
Oh, it shouldn't have happened. I had life 8. It shouldn't have happened. But oh man,
Yeah, we were telling
it
Valence,
sucks.
you two came into GP separated by 40 seconds. Valence walked in 40 seconds before you did. You came in
Uh,
exactly same
yeah.
levels, exactly the same loadout across the board.
Wow.
So,
I would have
yeah.
been a little bit earlier. I forgot where Pals 3 was, and I went through
Oh.
Yeah.
Saria. I was just like, I know Pals 3 is somewhere in the west, and I'm like, I think there's a landmark past Saria, and there wasn't. It was just a connector that I never needed to use. But I couldn't remember if it was the landmark, what landmark it was. I was just like, well, I know something's over there, so I'm like, it might be Pals 3 because I don't know where else Pals 3 would be. And sometimes I just don't remember palaces very well. So that lost me some time, but I don't think it lost me 5 minutes. So I think I would have lost anyway.
Hmm.
Um, other than that, the rest of the seed went fine. I lot. Oh, Maze Island though. I'm so mad about that because like I've unwisely dug Maze Island a lot in this tournament, and I keep getting burned on it. I keep losing tons of time. And here I'm like, finally, I'm like, okay, no, Maze Island is lengthy. It takes a lot of time to dig those items, or it could anyway. It's not worth it. You're doing nothing but looking around Maze Island for several minutes. You have to just leave and come back and do this later. Maybe I'll have boots later. And maybe maybe you probably won't need these items. The two items were the boots and the power glove, of
Yep.
course.
Yeah. You were the
I did
first
the
to actually take a look in Maze Island, but yeah, you failed not wanting to spend a ton of time in there, and then of course that's
I
there to
don't
like
think it lost me that
prove.
much time. Not having the glove actually saved me time in 6 because I didn't go a route that didn't lead to anything. Um, but not having the boots wasted me some time in the Eastern Hyrule, so that's kind of a. I mean, you shouldn't do Maze Island there, so it's probably fine. But it was like, well, okay, whatever. Roll my eyes. It
no,
probably didn't lose me that much time, but it was silly.
I thought the same thing because I found it relatively early, and I'm like, I should dig it, but it's like
Yeah,
I'm just gonna get rocked, and
you
it's gonna be a waste of
shouldn't. It's
time.
it's bad. It
I'll come
loses so
back.
much time to dig Maze Island because the items are
Yeah,
never good anyway, and
yeah,
it's not worth it. But this time it was worth it. Eh.
yep. I eventually went back there, but I went into DM and looked around. I'm like, what am I doing? Oh, this is just a
Yeah.
mess. And finally, just go to Maze Island. There's two items there, and you don't know what the palace is. So maybe you could do all three of them in that one go, and that's kind of how it worked out. Because I think
Yeah.
was it P1?
Yeah.
Maze Island was
P
P1. Yep.
P1 was Maze
Yeah.
Island. Yeah.
So all three of that stuff could have gotten right, kind of right away. So I was a little bit, oh my, I could have done this early game, but yeah.
Yep. But yeah, it all really came down to GP. If I just get that Thunderbird attempt, that's all it comes down to.
Yeah.
Tough GP.
Well, as I said before, it was a great race to watch, and GG's to both of you for sure. This is pushing us
GG.
into a game 3 though.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Good luck on that.
Thank you.
And
Yeah,
I
I'll
was
just schedule
looking at the
that this week.
challenge. Yeah. Looking at the challenge earlier, the winner of you guys gets a little bit of a break, I think, because you're waiting on a couple of matches. Nux and Sausage Link are playing each other, and then the winner of that faces the Chroma, and then the winner of that faces the winner of you two. So you've got we'll be a bit before the winner of you guys knows your next opponent.
Yeah, I believe
Oh,
the Nux Sausage pair up is actually done and just not checked off on challenge. Although I could be
Quite
wrong in that,
possibly.
but I think there was a winner of that best of 3 already.
Maybe TH probably just needs to go in, read through the race time and update it because there
Yeah.
are a lot of races going on here. But yeah, good luck to you both on that whenever that happens. And
Yep.
GG's.
Yep. Yep.
GG's.
Any last thoughts from any of you before you take us out of here?
No, just thanks for the restream and the commentary and all that.
Yeah, that's just a good luck to both runners moving forward.
Yep.
Yeah,
Thank you.
no, absolutely. So please give both of our runners a follow, Hera and Valence. Thank you, Zoltan Marai, for joining me on the comms, and to JLo for doing the tracking tonight. Coming up ahead on the ZSR schedule, we have this is the end of the night for us here on ZSR. Coming up tomorrow, we've got Ocarina of Time Randomizer Standard Tournament Qualifier number 10. We've also got semifinals for the Link to the Past Randomizer Challenge Cup, and a couple more races there. Couple of game threes. I don't have a number for sure if they're actually happening, but we do have on the schedule these one versus Sony Wrath and Dr. J PhD versus Gob tomorrow night at 8:30 and 10 Eastern, and then more races coming up throughout the week. But for now, that's going to be it here for us tonight. We're going to head over and raid Really, Really Longathon, who just started their annual Really, Really Longathon. This is an annual charity marathon that does some really long runs, so we'll see how that's going for them. Thanks for watching, everyone, and have a good night.